Okay, let's see. Let's up the speed here. Flip y'all around. Get you guys set up. Oh, we are fuzzy wuzzy. Okay. We're alive, Beetle. Hi. It's been a while. Thank you, thank you. Yes. No pro card though. I didn't come home with the goal, but I came home with 2 trophies. So we're proud of that. And I did better with my posing this time, which is like my nemesis. So I did better with that. I felt like I overcame my nerves a lot better this time. I felt like I wanted to be on stage instead of wanting to get off the stage. So that was good. But I need to grow. So the girl that won was very big. In fact, I don't know if I can share. Let's see. Can I share a screen? Okay, so look at this. This is the girl that won. Let's see, can we zoom in? Can't zoom in. But that's who won. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I need bigger legs. Oh, hold on, wait. Why wasn't that? No, okay, wait. So, yeah. So, she has really big legs. There's a side picture. I don't have it saved, but there's a side picture where I feel she has equally as big waist as she does legs. But when she poses in that front picture, she makes her waist look really small. So from the side, I feel like I beat her in the waist line. But what car is that? CTSB. You'll hear hubby start it up one day. But yeah, I have to grow. She's a big girl. Too much. Hi. Yeah, it's fun to drive. Mo. Hi, Mo. I feel like I haven't seen everybody in so long. So, anyway, she was big. I feel like her upper body, I don't know if Tumak and Mo and SWV were here when I just showed it, but I feel like her body was massive. Just massive, like, and they want an underdeveloped upper body. So, I don't know. I came in super conditioned. I'll have photos soon. And, yeah. If you guys want, I can show you the picture of her again. She is. She has to be. She's huge. She's so She was huge. And what sucks is like when she's not posing, she had a lot of excess stuff in the back, so it made it all crinkly, and I worked so hard to make mine not crinkly. So here she is again. Okay. She's a big girl. A big girl. This is me and my coach on show day. I have my 2 trophies. I got first place and third place. So, yeah, she was big. She won. So, in my division, I had 2, my division, so the amount of muscularity that they're looking for, and then the type of shape, right? So like I said, like an upside down Y, a very small upper body compared to the lower body. Leg dominant, right? Thanks, Pineapple. Thanks, Tumac. So they want like that upside down shape like this. She looks very, anyway. So yeah, I just need to grow my lower body. She looks like she outweighs you. She did. She outweighed me a lot, and she was shorter. She was like 5'4". She was short. Yeah, so they divide you into heights in your type of muscularity, your division, and she was like 2 classes shorter than me. So she's like 5'4", which makes it easier to put on size, visual change, because they have shorter limbs. I have to do a lot of work to put muscle on my legs. So, hey! Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, guys.
Yeah. Next step is Jersey in July. So she won. There's in your muscle division type, you have heights, but you also have heights under an age. So it's muscularity type, then they divide you into 35 and over or 40 and over, or you're both, because like I'm 40, so I did the 40 and over division or class and the 35 and over. So you can compete younger, you can't compete older. And no, you're gonna take my Bluetooth. He's gonna take my Bluetooth. I hope not. Oh, I hope not. Okay, so tell me if this sound goes out. I tried to tell him I was gonna do cardio so that he would know not to open the door. Because that's my car, so it's gonna sink me. Anyway, what happened? I didn't see it. Okay, so you have type of muscularity divided into age brackets, and then the age brackets are divided into height classes. So I did 5'6" and a half and taller in the 40 and over division, and 5'6" and a half and taller in the 35 and over division. I won first place in the 40 and over and third place in the 35 and over. When you win first place, you get to then compete against all the other first places in that age bracket. And the person that wins that, they call it the overall, that's who gets their pro card. So that's what I was going for. That was my ultimate goal, was to get the pro card. I got first place in the 40 and over, so I was there. I went for the overall against that girl and lost. She beat me for the pro card. So she won the pro card in the 40 and over that I competed against her in. And then she won the 35 and over pro card too. So she took both pro cards. Nobody else that did my division, wellness, won a pro card that day. Nobody. She won both. Sucks. So, I don't have my pro card. I know. I keep getting pregnant. Say daddy though. Every time, so to try to go pro, you first have to compete in an amateur show. So that means anybody and their mom can basically enter. And you have to place in that show. So 1st through 5th, I think, or 1st through 3rd. Once you place in that show, you're then able to compete at the show that I just did, which is a national show. And these national shows is where you have the potential to win your pro card. Every time I go, I qualify for my amateur, always do. And I go to my national show. And remember, you gotta prep another 12 weeks usually. Very rarely, well no, sometimes. But like, usually I'm doing an amateur show and then I build a little into my national show so I can go in like how I really need to. It's really hard to maintain a good physique competing in multiple shows right after each other. Your body's just drained and depleted. So it's like another 12 weeks, 20 weeks, half a year, whatever. So some do SWB, yeah. And I'll explain that too. So it takes me like a year to get to that national show. I get to the national show, and you have like a 5% chance, if or less, of getting your pro card. So most often than not, it's, you know, you're not gonna get that first show. So then like I'm doing now, I'm picking the next national show, because I'm already qualified. So I don't have to do another amateur show. So that's why I'm gonna do Jersey in July, and hopefully put enough size on in that time frame to then beat whoever might be there. And then, because it kind of depends on who's there. So this is what happened at the show. So in my opinion, lots of girls came in very big, but not a small waistline and not very conditioned. I came in very small waistline, very conditioned, but that wrist size, because your body wants to use muscle for fuel, not fat. It wants to survive. And when you're so low body fat, it's really hard to maintain size. So I went in not knowing who's gonna show up or what condition they're in, but I came in as looking too small. Though better conditioned, I was too small compared to everybody else. So, ooh, Carly. Oh, poor baby. So what does the pro card get you? A good pat on the back. Nothing really. Well, kind of. It's cheaper to compete because you don't have to pay entry fees. It's kind of like a title. So not many people can easily get their pro card, right? So it shows a level of discipline, shows a level of skill, determination, you know? It's kind of like a degree in a way. But does it really get you anything in this world? Depends on how you use it, but no. For me, it's a personal goal. I actually never really wanted to go pro in the beginning, but right now, I'm in a division that I feel like my body can really grow and excel in, and so it's been fun to do. Michelle Matheson, I don't know who she is. So kinda, yeah. So You get to compete then for money. When you win, you get money for winning the show. And then if you qualify, you can go to Olympia, which is like the Super Bowl bodybuilding. The person that just won the men's open, I think he got like 200 grand for winning the show. Something like that, or 50 grand, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. It might be that's two very different numbers, but I don't know, I can't remember. Carly, that would be so cool. Yeah, so 4th of July is the show in Teaneck, New Jersey. That's where I will be competing next. I have a call with my coach. That's why we're doing an early live stream today. I have a call with him in about an hour or so. And so we're just gonna finalize this whole plan. He'll send me all my workouts and the food I need to start next week. Until then, I'm trying to kind of just enjoy food while staying on, you know, my meals. So I had my fish. I actually posted on Instagram what I just ate, but normally I'd have that salad just without the cashews, without the fruit, and everything else is the same. So, oh, but for pineapple, so every time I would go to do a national show to go pro, I would miss it by like 1 point. I'd be the next person, right? So, like basically second place. So, I would have to then go do another national show, but I would always get pregnant right after that. So we've had 4 babies in 10 years. I've competed for almost 12 years. And yeah, do the math. So, it's hard to go pro when you're pregnant. They don't like that belly look. I've tried, no, I'm kidding. What kind of fish? And do you have the same fish all the time? So, I really like ahi because I like to sear it. It tastes juicy. It's easy, it's fast. I've grown to love tilapia. So I do that. I should switch it up more. I'm not much of a salmon fan. I'm not much of a... You're probably an anomaly. You've had... No. Can you imagine if I went up there pregnant? Although when I was pregnant with Kaylin, I probably could, because I couldn't eat when I was pregnant with her. I had the hyperemesis gravidarium thing. So I was throwing up multiple times every day. Couldn't keep a meal down. And when I delivered her, I weighed 135 pounds. Can anybody guess what my stage weight was in this show? I'll send something out for free to whoever guesses it. You just have to give me your address. Anybody guess? What did I weigh on stage? Haven't seen it yet. I have tried Sway, yes. I have. We actually did that because they were out of tilapia at Winco. So it was a little bit rougher, so I didn't like it as much. I don't mind the mushy tilapia now for some reason. Okay, haven't seen it yet. Oh, almost. Someone was so close. Ah, Carly! Stage, because you're dehydrated, you're actually gonna shrink. I was 5'6"3/4. Normally I'm 5'7". Carly, you're so close. For everyone else that wants a hint too, Carly's like playing Battleship, and she's hitting right around the ship. Yes, there we go. 142. I weighed 7 pounds more on stage than I did when I delivered. Like before delivery. She weighed 3.5 pounds. She was tiny. NICUs. We'll have our war regardless of this. How I couldn't eat. So your body just starts to pull from muscle instead of fat. As you, like, the less you eat, the more leptin and other hormones that actually store fat so that your body turns to muscle for fuel. So especially as we age, amino acid levels are a big driver for signaling to the body which fuel source to use, along with food intake, like calorie intake. So for me, when I'm going to diet down on a show, I keep protein high always. Amino acid levels high, consistent throughout the day. That protects my muscle as much as possible from being used as fuel. Now, the body will still access muscle regardless, to a degree, but it will eliminate the large majority of usage when you keep amino acid levels high. So that's why you eat first thing in the morning, right before bed, protein, and all throughout the day. But then for carbs, if I don't take in enough carbs or fats, which is the main fuel sources for the body, last thing it wants to use is protein. It's gonna start pushing fat away, specifically here and down here. It's the farthest areas away from the bloodstream and from your heart. Okay? So the body's trying to protect you. It's going, this fool can't find food, even though you can. And so we need to keep fuel here and here and here, just in case we need it and we run out of muscle. Okay? So then you start losing muscle. Now, this much muscle, let's say, weighs 5 pounds. This much fat weighs 5 pounds. Okay? So I can lose what visually seems like a teeny tiny tad of muscle, when in reality, it's a lot of pounds. Whereas my body can store a lot of fat with little poundage, right? So, that said, I was skinny fat. I was squishy, but skinny. Okay, I had no shape. 12-year-old boy, marathon runner type look, right? Now, had I not been pregnant, and this was me in high school, when I had an eating disorder, your body will start to pull from limbs, right? The muscle, the fat from your limbs up here, from your face, your cheeks, the neck, here. But then you get distension, bloating. Oh, it's Wilson! Distension, bloating, soggy glutes, soggy legs, and then kinkles. Okay? Who does that remind you of? Starving people. Mo, you're not squishy. So, keto. Surprised I didn't say Kegel. Keto isn't bad. Actually, keto, in my opinion, is for a select few people that really do prefer to eat fats more than carbs. Like literally, like they really just don't like bread. They don't like carbs, right? There's people like that. And then keto is beneficial for people with like a hormone dysregulation issue, thyroid issues, PCOS, insulin sensitivity issues. So I would use that as a tool, but not permanent. Very few people will do keto permanently. It's very rare. So that's why I actually don't recommend it, because switching from eating carbs to a ketogenic diet is very harsh on the body. So, in fact, the meal guide I'm sending sending out to my clients for Thanksgiving tells them to pick one main fuel source, if they can, reasonably, but try to stay heavy on fats or heavy on carbs, because the body doesn't want to break down both. It will do one at a time. And what do you think it's going to do first? Can anyone guess? What do you think it wants to break down first? I'll tell you. Carbs. It wants to break down carbs. That's the brain's number one fuel source. Easy to convert. It can store fat away. Fat is like more than double the calories to burn. So it can really be a good, solid fuel source to store. Carbs. So it'll keep those fats. Okay, it'll burn the carbs, keep the fats, which is harder to burn off because it's double the calories of carbs. Now, it could determine, let's put it this way, if you put fat, like strictly fat, like coconut oil, on your tongue where you consume it before you consume like a mixed moshed meal of carbs and fat, they say the body will have produced. So what happens is okay, the firmicutes and bacteria and taste buds all in your mouth, even your nose, sends signals to your brain on what digestive enzymes to produce. Either digestive enzymes to break down carbs or either digestive enzymes to break down fat. So one of the benefits of like the ketogenic breakfast coffee that they're trying to tackle with that like first thing in the morning is because you're putting fat on your tongue, signaling to the brain it's time to break down fat for fuel. Okay? So there is a theory that if you do that and then eat a mixed mash meal, it should break down fats first. I have yet to see a study on that. Fat before carbs also prevent insulin spikes. Very true. And again, your body is primed to break down fats with the digestive enzymes that it produced. It'll take time once it recognizes it has carbs to produce those digestive enzymes to break that down. So what do I stick in my nose to tell it to break down fat? Oh gosh. So this is what's funny. You know how someone says that they can smell food and gain weight? Technically that's true. Because if they have a firmicute overgrowth in their stomach and in their body, because it goes all the way up to your nasal cavity back there, in your mouth, it will signal to those receptors to start releasing hormones to have it like actually extract more calories from a food than you normally would. So we talked about this in another live. Two people, one with an overgrowth, one without, can eat the exact same, like if I could duplicate the exact same banana, so we know it's exactly the same macronutriently, calorie-wise, they can eat the exact same banana, and because one has an overgrowth, they'll extract, I think it's like up to 20% more calories from that food just because of their overgrowth. It's not fair. It's not. So what do you stick in your nose? Crack. No, just kidding. I don't know. You don't do that, right? Like, I mean, not you don't do. I know you don't do that. But I mean, like, you don't. That's not how crack's done, I think. I don't know. I'm not a crackhead. Okay. So what would I do if I'm trying to signal fat burn? Two things you can do. I would focus on metabolic rate, increasing your metabolism and your metabolic capacity in food. because long term, you're gonna wanna eat food, right? And you don't wanna set yourself up, so like people that do those drastic starvation diets, a lot of the reason why it doesn't work is because then they binge afterwards, right? They're like me after a show, knee deep into Cinnabon. So you wanna make sure you're doing changes that are sustainable. So the first thing I would really do is protect your number one fat burner. Like, think of if you had this old car, but someone put a Ferrari engine in it, you're not gonna throw it away. You're gonna save that engine. So your engine is your muscle. So let's save that with protein. Because no matter what you consume, whether it's carbs or fat or both, if you can keep blood sugar regulated throughout the day and amino acid levels high to protect your muscle, so it signals to the brain to use fat and carbs for fuel, you're gonna see better results over time than if you tried to just like throw an avocado up your nose or something, right? Just saying. Or from starvation. So what I would say is first thing in the morning, eat some lean protein. Every 3 to 5 hours, repeat. Rinse and repeat every 3 to 5 hours. I don't care if you get up to 20 meals. I mean, I do, because that's a lot. I should be in bed. But that should be about 5 to 6 meals a day. That will make huge changes across the board. And it will help fight issues going on in the gut. So if you do have an overgrowth, your body gets about 60% of its glutathione or glutamine from protein. I can't think right now. We're on the last 5 minutes of cardio. Zero oxygen up here. So it gets about 60% of it, coats your gut wall. Sorry, glutathione comes from glutamine. It's glutamine. So you're gonna want that protein, but also it's gonna not only coat the gut wall, help fight off overgrowth, but then as you're breaking fat down, protein upregulates phase 2 of liver detoxification. Okay? So phase 1 breaks all those bad things up, but then you gotta get rid of it. And if you don't have adequate detoxification of that, along with hormones that your body's metabolize, they all go back into your bloodstream. And guess what? They become more toxic than they were before. So you feel like shit more, which sucks worse. I should do cheerleading. Not really, I'd suck, I'd laugh. I would do like, no, they'd fire me. Okay, so protein, 3 to 5 hours, coat the gut wall, kill those bad gut bugs, balance blood sugar, fight fat, get it out of your system. I need like the cartoon, like who is she? Superwoman? I need like her in a comic character. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would do. And then worry about fuel sources after you get that down. Because most often than not, you're gonna be so full and happy and not hungry that then maybe form or crack, maybe, possible. There's science, right? I'm just kidding. But you're gonna be full from eating. Now how much is probably gonna be a question that should be asked, but we have 40 seconds left. So here's a rule of thumb for my clients as they go into Turkey Day. If you're 100 to 150 pounds or less, 2 fists of protein, okay? If you're over 150 pounds, it's 200 pounds. 3, I don't have 3, can't do it, so you'll just have to mimic. If you're over 200 pounds, 4 fists of protein. And the rest, become a client. All right, so 5 seconds left, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. We are back Show is over. I have more energy. I feel like talking instead of being halfway dead, because that's how it felt. But it was only for a season. Thank you for being patient with me. So, yeah, let's do a studio one next, y'all. What do you think? Sound good? Oh, red. It's okay. Play it back. We did a lot of dancing on the step rope. All right, and you can see the man that I lost to. I didn't say that. Watch. What if? That would be terrible if she watched it. How do you maintain your skin tone? This is tanner. This is bad skin tone. This is bodybuilding tanner. In real life, I look like an Oompa Loompa. So, yeah, it's like dark and gross. I'm trying to get it off, but it's coming in patches. All right, guys, so we did an extra minute. That's more cardio than I need to do in off season. All right, talk to you guys tomorrow.